Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games and sometimes friends. But Long was 1975.
Hey YouTube, Lawn Boys Post 1975 and welcome to another Fat Friday video. Series of videos where I take a look at some of the more interesting things you can find to eat in the high street. I don't know if you can hear that, but it is pretty nasty out there. We are at the, is it Storm Eunice? It's basically Cornwall at the moment. It feels like it's bloody here now. I just went out to the freezer and I almost Land of Oz my ass away in the wind. There's a whole bunch of shit in the roads everywhere, light dustings of trees and shit like that, and we're only at the start of this storm. But for me, we've only just got our internet back Wednesday. Anyone who watched last week's Fat Friday will know that 3.5 hours to 4 hours, even 4.5 hours sometimes, it takes me to upload a 20-minute video. A piece of tech. Turns out a piece of tech was just down the road from this house, was hit by a car. Advice for you there, British Telecom. If it's that fragile, what's the thing? Oh, that's right, it's called a fucking wall. But it came back Wednesday. I have not tested my upload speed. I haven't really tested my download speed, to be fair. But hopefully it takes not having internet for a solid week and a half to realise how utterly dependent you are on it. Because I stream. Everything I watch, I stream. I don't have TV, I don't have satellite, I don't have cable. I stream. Without it, I am absolutely fucked. So, let's never fight again, internet. However, since it only takes an asthmatic aunt to lightly cough on the power lines up here or the phone lines up here, please don't knock out the power and please don't knock out the internet. I can't bear to be parted from it ever again. Anyway, what do I have to look forward to eat this week? I really have tried something completely different. Someone said to me the other day, real life friend, not digital friend, who is aware, or is aware I should say, that I do these videos and have this YouTube channel. Hey, have you ever gone to Aldi or Lidl to see what stuff they have? And I went, do you know what? No, I haven't. Pretty sure everybody knows this, watches me, sorry, knows this, because Aldi and Lidl are absolutely everywhere. But once upon a time, in the 90s I believe, around about 96, 97, was the first time they started popping up in the high streets of this country. Started off really small. German companies. Is it true that Aldi and Lidl are brothers? I want to say it is. That's what I've heard. Anyway. And they are like the quickest growing. I know they're in North America now. I know they're all over Europe as well. So whether they've made it to like places like Australia, New Zealand, things like that, I don't know. But they are a real threat to the big four, at least in this country, which is good, because variety is good for competition, and keeps the prices down for us. Because let's be honest, the big four, yeah, there's suspicion amongst those. Has been for years, hasn't there, about price rigging and shit like that. But so my first memories of Aldi and Lidl in this country were when they opened up an Aldi at the bottom of North Street in Bedminster. So I want to say 96, 97 because I remember my favourite Friday night TV programme at the time that I watched religiously was Spin City with Michael J. Fox, and that's when this place sprung up, and they've always undercut the main four massively. And the point being, it's all off-brand, home brand, basically not the big brands themselves. It's always a version of that. You kind of get deja vu when you stare at the label because it looks very similar, and that's been their whole shtick. And also not fucking around artsy-fartsy making shit look expensive, look nice by spending money on it. Take it out on a pallet. When the pallet's empty, take the empty pallet out, bring another one out. I like shit like that. Apparently as well, they're quite nice to work for compared to all the other supermarkets. They expect you to work hard, but they don't treat you like shit. So I thought, you know what? All the supermarkets are running scared of them because every single one of them every now and then goes, we've price matched 100 objects, to either Aldi or Lidl this week, which is basically accepting that their stuff is more expensive than their stuff. And whether that's actual brands, not, you know, home brand, off brand, stuff like that, I don't know, but it clearly suggests that they are concerned. The one I went out, I went to the other day was in Clevedon, and outside of it, it did have a big fuck off, you know, billboard, and on the left it said £102 Tesco's, and the equivalent stuff, you know, which would have been off brand, I guess, at this Lidl, was 75 quid, so quite a difference in savings there. So I thought, do you know what, I'm not a snob by any means. Obviously I'm not a snob, because my own favourite private playground is, adult playground I should say, is, I can't talk, it's the wind, is Iceland. So, you know, I thought, yeah, let's go in there and see what we can find to eat for Fat Friday. And the first thing I found was, because I've exhausted all the chip options in all the other supermarkets, was I found Harvest Basket triple cooked beef dripping chips, 650 grams. You can feel that there's heft in there, you know, through the bag as well, some sort of coating, obviously beef dripping, I would say. Yeah, so that's, I grabbed that, and then right next to it I saw Red Hen Gastro hot and spicy chicken wings with spicy seasoning, and then they went and ruined it by putting a piece of lime on it. But yeah, so I saw these two things and thought, well, there you go, we'll do a combiners war. This would be a perfect example to see how these things compare to everywhere else I've bought chips, because I do like my coated chips. I have had beef and dripping chips from Asda in their extra special range, which were quite expensive, and I can eat chicken wings every week. Obviously I try and eat a different variety of them, but I do love chicken wings, as you know, as long as they're hot and spicy, although I have eaten non-hot and spicy in this range. I kept my receipt, would you look at me. So, oh yeah, that's right, I paid for a food carrier bag, 20p, despite there were a shitload in the boot of my car, but I was lazy. Yeah, don't be lazy. These are all these little 20p's, because I'm so bad with carry bags. They all add up. Right, where is it? Chips, £1.19. That can't be right. Yeah, £1.19 for 650 grams. That's an absolute bloody bargain. How much were said chicken wings? Where are you? Oh, there we go, wings, at the bottom. It's their abbreviation, it's different to all the other supermarkets. It doesn't actually make any sense. These were £2.65. They are Gastro. That's not to be, you know, fair, really, that expensive if you think about what they are, because they are hot and spicy chicken wings. But, let's see what the ingredients are. Yeah, good luck with that. It's ever so faint white on top of black. Like, why do you not want me to be able to read what's in here? I can just see the stuff that I'm allergic to. Well, I'm not allergic to, but people who are allergic to, would be allergic to, that got away from me, such as wheat. Wings. Can't read it. That's pissed me off. Like, why did you make it so... You obviously know that people need to read the shit, so you made wheat apparent, but the rest of it, it's like, are you ashamed? Are you trying to hide something? That's really, really annoyed me. What are the cooking instructions? What does it say on the front? 35 minutes. Cooked and frozen in 35 minutes. This whole bag is so bloody hard to read. Gas mark 6 or 180 degrees Celsius, sorry, Pavlov's dogs already, 180 degrees Celsius, for we cannot fall a Fahrenheit, for 30 to 35 minutes. You can pan fry them apparently, and you can deep fat fry them. I won't be deep fat frying anything because I don't want to burn my house down. Scares the living shit out of me. We used to have a deep fat fryer, but scared the living shit out of me. So 35 minutes, 180 degrees Celsius, for we cannot for the Fahrenheit. Can't tell you what's in them, can't tell you how hot they are until I've eaten them, because they really don't want me to read the ingredients. Which, to be fair, they don't really want me to read on here either, nor the nutrition information. What is it with these printing these things So incredibly, incredibly small. Now, obviously, this is the thing about why these are cheap. They've come up with this, you know, harvest basket. Look, we're a real brand. Oh no, you're not. You're Lidl's own brand. But then that is what an off-brand is, isn't it? I can properly hear shit going on out there. So, what do these say? 25 to 30 minutes, and that's... I'm going to bang these both into 30 minutes then, and that way they coincide. I like to round up, round down these things, you know, keep it going a little bit crazy and shit like that. Where are the ingredients? 88% potatoes, 7% beef fat, I can barely read them, 2.5% sunflower oil, potato starch, dextrin, salt, rice flour, spiced dextrose. Spiced dextrose? I'm struggling. Right. I can't read it. Maybe it's just a bad print. I don't know. I certainly can't read the nutrition information. Right, as always, do these series of videos in real time. So I'm going to go downstairs, bang these in the oven. Both are going to go in for 30 minutes. I'm not going to turn them. That's the power. This is genuinely lunch, sorry. Dinner is what we call lunch here, I don't know why, and dinner is tea. But yeah, this is genuinely my lunch. So I'm going to bang these downstairs, we're going to have a look at see what they look like, take a whiff of, bang them in the oven. See, look at this bad boy, and this hasn't even technically started in my neck of the woods yet. Anyway, you're more interested in what we have here. I generally cannot get over that these were £1.19 for 650 grams, because obviously they're not like budget chips you'll get anywhere else. Obviously there's some sort of coating. Oh, look at the size of that, skin on too. Some sort of coating on the chips. Proper chunky. Do they smell? They just smell like chips. I don't know. Well, are you going to smell beef fat if it's only 7%? But I am impressed at the heft on these bad boys. Now, I want to try and space them out so they're not on top of each other, but I also want to try and get my chicken wings on the same plate. So I have no idea why I'm still talking like William Shatner. I did a gameplay of Star Trek, and I ended up talking like William Shatner without even trying to talk like William Shatner. Such is the power of the Shatner. That should do it. So let's, oh, by the way, dry my hand. Welcome to Eddie's Bar. God, this bad boy. Look. It's funny because it's shaped like a hand grenade. Don't know what that one tastes like yet, but let's have a look. Oh, a shame I don't know what the ingredients are, because look at the colour of that. Probably doesn't look as luminous to you because I've got a light on this phone, but I'll tell you what though, it doesn't smell hot. Ooh, but I am impressed with the colour. How many shall I have? If we're going to lose power, I'm going to have a big fat lunch. We are going to lose power, who am I fucking kidding? You might be seeing this not on a Friday, but it's filmed on a Friday, so it bloody counts as a Fat Friday. That should do. What's that? 3, 6, no, we're going to go 9. 9. Right. I don't know, does that look big enough? Doesn't really look big enough. Where's my phone? Because I need to time this. Right, 30 minutes. So it's 5 to 12. Looks like I'll be doing it off the clock. 25 past at 180 degrees Celsius, but we cannot for the Fahrenheit. Please be winner chicken dinner, especially if this is going to be the only hot meal I get to eat today. So 25 past. Right, close enough. And with that, the power has gone. But I mean, yeah, what did I say? I tempted fate when I said at the start of this video. I'm still going to edit this video. You probably just realistically, I'm going to see it for a bloody day or two. But at least I get to have one hot meal. Now, I was just about to say, before I was rudely distracted by the power, I'll turn you off anyway, the smell in here is just the chips. There is no smell of spicy food whatsoever. Yeah, there's a pinch. There's a pinch, and you can see chili juice, so that's a good sign. I mean, they're not advertising any massive level of heat on those chips look fantastic though. Look at that. Massive level of heat on the bag. So I guess they're just standard regular supermarket hot wings. Although as Iceland showed me before, that can still, Matt's gone now, still be, can still be a level of heat. Anyway, let's plate this bad boy up and I'll finish this video even if I can't upload it. Well, it was an interesting twist to the location. I'm going to have to finish this video in the kitchen. Just went upstairs and realised, why am I going upstairs? We've got no power, I've got no light. It's like sitting in a crypt. So, I'm going to finish this, and also, this is my genuine lunch. Fire extinguisher of choice, I didn't recognise it because it's a new one, is Freeway Diet Lemonade. This is a little one as well. This is, I want to say £1.40-ish. Receipts upstairs for 6 cans, and I have had it before. It's really rather quite nice. But to be fair, those wings do have a bit of colour on them, mind. Look, they do have a bit of colour. So that's Hen House, without looking at the packaging, which is now on the freezer, which is slowly defrosting. Hen House Gourmet Hot and Spicy Chicken Wings, £2.65. And these are, I can't remember, it's in the title now, but these are £1.15, so £8. You know what I'm talking about. Power goes, I lose my ability to think. £4. The outside's really, really crispy, and the inside's really, really fluffy. But what's interesting about the outside, it makes me doubt what good value it is for £1.19, or possibly why it is £1.19. See, the Asda beef and dripping extra special ones, granted they were £3. These don't really have a taste of anything. They're not bad, they're just chunky tips that are really rather quite bland. A little bit disappointed with that. Hopefully the wings will fare a lot better. I mean, you can fix it with seasoning. I could take a shitload of salt and vinegar on these. Maybe a bit of ketchup, brown sauce, maybe some hot sauce and stuff like that. But as they stand by themselves, £1.90 excellent value or not, well, it's not really, is it? If it doesn't actually have a taste of anything, that's really, farm basket, sorry, that's really rather quite disappointing. Hopefully the wings are going to be a bit more winner chicken dinner. Anyway, palate cleanse. That's really nice. That's definitely really, really nice. Winnie Pops. Let's get a big one. No, let's get a small one first, because I like these ones. Because they seem to be more flavoursome, but there's a pinch of heat. A pinch of heat, nothing nuclear. I couldn't smell it when it was cooking, but 2 tears in a bucket. It's crispy outside. It's lean chicken. There's, excuse me, there's a bit there. I think it will be a grower. I think it will be a slow grower, slow builder. It's decent quality chicken. There's a little bit. They're not as hot as those ones I had last week. It's in the back of my throat now, but oh, I don't know. I'd put that down at a 2 chili rating. Excuse me, pig. Right. That's obviously not even going to mention it in the same breath as Carolina Reaper wings. Those ones last week were hotter. I can feel it. This is what I would consider hot. If I was someone, yeah, I don't know. I don't consider this hot, but I could consider someone who doesn't eat hot food to think this is hot. That makes sense. I can feel it on my lips, but it's matte. I can feel it on my tongue, the back of my throat. It's matte. But then this is me. I don't. Sometimes I struggle to think what's hot anymore, but they're nice and they do have taste. They have a really kind of sweet, little bit of citrusy taste. Not as much as last week. I couldn't read the instructions to tell you. It is building though. It is building. Sorry, Winnie Pops, but yeah, there's a little hint of zest in there, and they're really rather nice. Nice and lean, crispy skin. But heat levels, two chili rating. This is an interesting one, I would like to say, because not only did you get to see what a power cut looks like in my neck of the woods, but these chips, they have everything going for them. The price, £1.19. They're really crispy on the outside, really fluffy on the inside. A little sniffle. Just no predominant flavour. They just tasted bland. These, they're alright. £2.65, I guess. You know, that's an alright price. And there is heat. I mean, my nose has gone a little bit. It's just very low down the chicken wing hierarchy of all the ones I've had, not including the ones that properly market themselves as nuclear. I might have to try Iceland's regular hot and spicy wings to see what they're like, but this was a little bit, I mean, not that disappointing because we got no power, and at least, oh, I can feel it then. I get a hot meal inside me, but Wendy Pops, I don't know, I was expecting a little bit more, a little bit more. I won't write you off completely yet. I'll have a look again, probably not next week's Fat Friday, assuming this one makes it up live, and I'll check out your brother, Audi, if he is actually your brother, but based off this, not everything I'd hoped it was. I'd love to know what you think, especially if you've had either of these products, or you do recommend Aldi or Lidl, or have stuff to recommend from them for me to try. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.